guys have no idea what's happened. I have been waiting for this moment for all my life. Hello, everybody. It's me, your buddy Barando. Welcome to another hot episode of Rock Tales with Brendan Smith. Of course, I'm joined by my brother from another mother, Tricky Dicky Sheltinga. And, of course, our director extraordinaire, Mr. Nutty Gotti. Now, I know what everybody's thinking. Everyone is thinking, what the fuck is going on? Where is Ahmet Zappa? Well, here's the fucking deal. Somebody decided to go to Europe to make a movie. Somebody decided to go to Iceland or fucking Russia or where the fuck he is. And I took the opportunity to do what I've been wanting to do for quite some time, which is take this fucking show over. And I have successfully done that. It's a coup. When you see a situation, you fucking take it. That is how you get ahead in life. Am I right, Jimmy Pardo?
That's right. Honored to be here and part of the coup. This is our Jan 6.
This is our Jan 6.
We're done with Zappa.
I didn't have to punch a cop to get here. I didn't have to dismount a cop on a horse or anything like that. I just seized the opportunity. Jimmy Pardo, himself a host extraordinaire.
Thank you.
Phenomenal comic, the host of Never Not Funny, an incredible podcast, which I've had the privilege to be on a few times.
A number of times. We loved having you.
Jimmy, where would you and I have heard the term friend of show?
I heard it first from Steve Dahl.
That's right.
Steve and Gary. And then I've adopted it for my show. And it seems like every show now says friend of show.
They do say friend of show?
But I stole it from Steve Dahl.
Okay. I feel like it was either Steve Dahl or Jonathan Brandmeier in Chicago, for those of us who loved Chicago radio back in the 80s.
I think Brandmeier was too slick to use friend of show.
Okay.
Steve was more conversational. I see him using it.
But you don't mind if I call you friend of show?
Believe it or not, I do care. I don't. Yes, of course. I'm honored. I'm honored to be here, and I'm honored to be a friend of the show, and I'm honored to be your friend. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You look great, and I'm thrilled to be here on your birthday coup episode.
You know, it's been a long time coming. I know that there are probably some people right now who are very disappointed that Ahmet isn't here. We're going to include Ahmet in a way. We have this unbelievable real-life cardboard cutout of Ahmet. It's
Brendan
almost
J.
like
Smith, my brother from another mother. How the hell are you?
You know what, Ahmet? I'm doing fine. How are you doing there in, where are you? You're in Portugal?
He can't say anything.
He can't say anything.
It's
Our audience is growing. It gets bigger every day.
That is true.
Thank you, Ahmet.
Yeah, that is true. We're doing our best. So, don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends, that whole 9 yards. Ahmet, how are you doing over there in Europe? Is everything hunky-dory?
Guys.
Sounds like lots going on.
Lots going on. We also have, Jamie, I don't know if you know this, we also have Star Child.
You see, the original Mego, was it Mego, the brand?
Yeah, Mego.
The 12-inch Paul Stanley action figure.
Would you like
I think a lot of what I do.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, if you want to ask him any questions, you can almost ask him anything you want.
It's funny. I used to do a talk show, a non-televised talk show with the UCB Theater here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And remember that CD, Let Me Get This Off My Chest, that Paul Stanley compilation of his crowd rap?
Yeah.
It wasn't a thing yet, but I discovered like 10 things that he said on the internet. And so I pulled them and I made him my political correspondent. And I would go, let's go to political correspondent, Paul Stanley. And I go, Paul, what are you thinking? People, let me just say this. And it would be, and then, almost like what Richard's doing, these non sequitur sort of, people are living in caves. Okay, thank you, Paul. Maybe a little offensive. But he's the star child. And I think of all the Kiss guys, seems like the most level-headed and sane. Mm-hmm. Right? Your thoughts?
He issued a public declaration the other day asking everybody to pump the brakes and calm down and just accept life as it is.
Yeah, not so sure I agree with that part, to be honest with you. Not so sure Star Child's on the right. Although he's been on the right side for the last 9 years. That seemed out of character from what he's been doing for the past 9 years. Right? No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he lives in a different world.
Guys, I have a hard out in 40 minutes.
You have a hard out in 40 minutes. Gotti has a hard out in 40 minutes.
Well, Jimmy, he's got a hard out.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Well, I guess I have to do my joke that I do lately. I have a hard on.
All right.
So there we go. All right.
He's got a hard on. You've got a hard on.
I thought that was just Gotti's way of going, if you talk for one more second about Paul Stanley, guys, I got a hard out. Let's go. Move it along. Anything with Star Child talk.
Well, we got a shorter show, but
Tighten
again,
it up.
I'm excited to helm the ship, to captain the ship.
How do you feel about the fact that your coup show is shorter than the normal show?
Well, we're at least we're consistent. We're live at 5:07.
Fair.
5:11. 5:09. It's a different thing every week, but we had some technical difficulties because there's a lot going on.
I agree.
But I'm just happy to be here. I've got some ideas for you. We're going to do some news.
Oh, great.
Some rock news. Maybe later on, if we have time, we're going to play some trivia with Mr. Jimmy Pardo.
Love it.
Ahmet, does that sound fun? What are you drinking, Ahmet? What are you having for a beverage tonight?
Casamigos.
I love that fake Ahmet, cardboard Ahmet, has a real coat on.
Jimmy Pardo.
Oh, thank you, Ahmet. Why is that a drop?
Yeah. He's
a good
handsome.
man.
It's a very, when I came in the door
Yes.
earlier today, I actually thought Ahmet was sitting right there.
Well-
So such a excellent cutout.
I was told he would not be here, and when I walked in, my heart gave a little stop because it was like, oh, I guess he is here. So it's very realistic. It may be the most realistic cardboard cutout I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's very handsome. Ahmet, you're very, very, very handsome.
Thoughts on that, Ahmet?
Sure.
Demonic nursery rhymes.
Oh, thanks. Hey, when Ahmet did Never Not Funny, it was wonderful.
Yeah, he let him go that was quite a long Never Not Funny.
Well, not by choice.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he doesn't stop talking.
That is where the fucking party's at.
I loved having him on. I mean that sincerely.
Guys, we have a caller.
Oh,
We have a caller.
I didn't know the lines were open.
No, 855-601-ROCK. If you want to call in and congratulate me on taking over Rocktails finally, please do so. Big shout out to all my homies in the live chat tonight. I'm busy helming the ship, so I can't interact with everybody. But who are you? Where are you calling from? And what are you drinking?
I can't fucking believe you're doing this to me.
Wait, what? Hello?
Seems like an
I
odd-
can't believe you're doing this fucking coup when I'm been here ready to do this fucking show
Are you piping Ahmet in live right now?
from fucking Copenhagen.
Wait, Iceland? Where are you?
Copenhagen. It's
Portugal?
2:17 in the morning, and you jagovs are fucking ruining this fucking show. The sync is off on YouTube. You can't do anything right unless I'm there.
I will not take blame for any of this. I'm just here
4-second
talking.
delay.
Wait, what do you mean the sync is off?
Read the fucking goddamn comments. The show is a disaster without me. There's 4 syncs, the 4-second delay. You can't fucking put your shit together without me there cracking the whip. You're fucking ruining Rocktails.
I think it's the best the show's ever been, to be honest with you.
Wow.
I like the tightness. I also like the looseness. I like everything about it.
I tried, Jimmy. I really tried.
You did. Then you got this guy from over the seas yelling at you.
He can't just give us the opportunity to prove that we could do something without Daddy.
He's up at
He can't do
217
it.
to oversee what you're doing.
217 to exert his control over the fucking
Yes.
show.
You're not having a fun sleepover. Daddy's going to stand by.
Look at me. I'm sweating bullets.
I know you are. I think you're going to be okay.
Oh, how the hell are you, Ahmet? We miss you like crazy.
Yeah, it feels that way. Thanks, fuckface.
I said positive things about you appearing on my show. Think about that.
Yeah, the part where all I do is talk and talk and talk.
Well, Ahmet,
you know I'm insecure about that.
How can you be insecure about that? You know that.
Listen, this is what it's like. Okay, I'm here in Copenhagen. Gotti and I put this horror movie together with some friends. He couldn't be here, which is a tragedy. And I'm here in Copenhagen. I've been listening to Scritti Politti. I'm worried about Sebastian Bach and his marriage. There's so many things going on, and then I have to deal on Brendan's birthday of all things.
Yeah.
You come in and you fucking, it's like Jan 6 all over again, Brando.
I learned a lesson that day. You got to complete the task. I had no idea that you'd be calling in tonight. I was already primed, rocked and ready,
I thought we
cock,
were playing-
locked and loaded.
thought we
We
had
invited
trivia.
Jimmy in here just to celebrate,
Yeah.
have a good time, maybe go
Celebrate.
out and have a pizza afterwards.
Damn right.
But no,
Fuck.
he's up at 2. What time is it in the morning there? 2:20, 2:25?
It's late o'clock. And by the way, I've had just so you know, to prepare, I started my day earlier. Last day of shooting, wrapped this horror movie. Things couldn't have gone better. And then I was like, let's fucking celebrate. I am, I think, 7 tequila shots in, 2 glasses of white wine, something that they called the magic potion, which I think I was probably dosed. I had 3 of those. It's like, I don't even know. It's like chartreuse, like every different bottle of chartreuse flavor that they just combine. It's like a fucking snow cone of alcohol.
We've chipped in for your rehab.
Thanks.
I give
Thanks.
a couple of bucks. Happy to do it. I'm very concerned.
Can you guys even see me? Am I joining via audio visuals or just by the phone?
Just by the phone.
Can you see me? Because I can see you, Pardo and Brando. Happy birthday, by the way. You guys look very handsome, Tricky Dicky. I miss you guys.
I'm new to this. I don't listen to the program because I don't care for any of the cast members. So walk me through it.
Fucking Pardo.
Why are we in Copenhagen? Why did we decide to shoot there and not in Van Nuys?
This particular horror film it's a cautionary tale. I'm not going to get into too many details about it. A terrifying tale.
Horror movie about a bunch of TikTok stars who go on a weekend retreat deep into the woods to shoot a bunch of TikTok videos, and they get picked off one by one.
They meet the Yeti,
the water bottle?
who then gets into a cage fight with Bigfoot, kind of like what's happening on Netflix right now between Tyson and that other social media influencer guy. It's like a cage match to the death,
Mm-hmm.
but with hairy people in Copenhagen.
Well, we miss you like crazy. You've been gone for too long, but we're going to have this is going to be permanent. And for Rock Tales, I think everybody needs to know that this is going to have a permanent seat at the table. This guy, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I don't disagree.
It's fooled me 3 different times tonight.
You turned it to your left and you go, hi.
Yeah, it's very very handsome.
It
just
is
like
a good.
Ahmet Zappa.
It's a good likeness of him. He looks terrific.
Yeah, you look handsome, cardboard cutout Ahmet Zappa.
I will give you credit. It's disturbing. It's weird to see myself and the cardboard cutout, especially with the jacket. I don't ever need to do the show again.
Here.
Live. It's great.
Here. Yeah. Maybe the next time
I'm going with the coup premise.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the coup premise. But here we are. But we're going to do a show. We only have like another half hour to do the show.
Yeah.
There's so much going on in the world, but I feel like everyone needs to take a mental break, a mental timeout, have a cocktail, talk about rock, maybe catch up on some like rock news.
Yeah.
Maybe we could take a phone call or 2 later on if we want to do that. I don't know about that. But why don't we do this? And we'll get Ahmet's comments on some of these news items, because I picked some news items that I think that you, Jimmy Pardo,
Yes, we'll care about.
will enjoy, that we'll
right.
care about, and we'll have an opinion about.
All right.
So, Ahmet, you ready to hear some news from the United States of America?
I hear that there were certain things happening over there, but yeah, I'm fucking ready.
It's pretty calm and chill over here. Everything is like puppies and kittens and rainbows and unicorns. It's very, but there's a lot going on in the world of rock.
You know what I've been doing? Speaking of rock and roll, to soothe the post-election depression that a lot of us are going through.
Yes.
I'm listening to the band UFO nonstop.
Oh.
And I dare you to do this.
Oh.
I dare you to tell me "Love to Love" is not the perfect classic rock song.
Wow.
I dare you to say it.
Has UFO always been in your wheelhouse, Jimmy Pardo?
I like UFO a lot, but it turns out the last week and a half, they've really been there for me. And that's a weird, I don't know why UFO is my band of choice, but it's doing it.
That's a fun rabbit hole to go down on YouTube.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of great UFO clips from back in the day.
Yes, there are.
Do you know this about Iron Maiden, that before every single live show they play Dr. Doctor?
They do. And again, because they were inspired by UFO.
Very much so. It's in the Iron Maiden DNA.
Here's a true story. I was my wife and son were off playing pickleball last Sunday, and I chose to go down that YouTube rabbit hole of watching live UFO clips. And they came home, and my 17-year-old son said, "Dad, what were you doing?" And I said, "I was watching some UFO live videos." And he turned to my wife and he said, "Mom, we've lost Dad," assuming I was watching actual like UFO videos. Like Dad's turned into a conspiracy theorist post-election. He's gone crazy. Yes. So I had to say, "No, son. This is I'm watching the rock and roll band." Lights out.
Okay, number one, Ahmet Zappa from Copenhagen, listening in. I know this is a news item that I think will be near and dear to him as well.
Okay. I hit the laser instead of the news. Sorry about that.
I thought
okay.
it worked.
Lou Gramm was not happy with his experience at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He was a little bummed out. There was a lot going on, and there was a lot that kind of made him mad. He was on Eddie Trunk very recently, and he made a lot of news because he wasn't happy with the way that the band was treated. He was not happy that the original band didn't get to perform in some capacity.
Well, he sang a little bit on I Want to Know What Love Is.
Which he kind of admitted was an albatross around his neck.
That song?
He basically he sang I Want to Know What Love Is with Kelly Clarkson.
Yes.
But he basically said, I'm a rock singer. That song has kind of haunted me.
Interesting.
He wanted to get up there and sing Hot Blooded.
Yeah.
He wanted to sing Dirty White Boy. He wanted to fucking do it because he believes he still can. And they wouldn't let him do it.
Yeah, I will say this. I know Ahmet wants to jump in as well, but I will say this about that. I felt that having who's the other young lady, Demi Lovato, also sang with Foreigner. It's like I don't want to see. I like them. Kelly Clarkson has one of the greatest voices in music history.
Yes,
but I don't want to see her sing Foreigner. Look, by the way, I'm wearing a Foreigner shirt. So I'm all in on Foreigner. I don't know why that happened. You got Lou Gramm there. You've got Kelly Hansen there. If Lou can't hit the notes, why am I hearing Kelly Clarkson and Demi Lovato? I'm asking.
And Sammy Hagar.
And Sammy Hagar.
Why didn't they have Lou Gramm sing some of Kelly's earlier hits from Hurricane? Living over the edge, feel I'm going down over the edge. That would have made Lou happy, right?
I think it would have made him very happy. That's a good album, that first Hurricane album.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Fucking
it's
great,
good.
right?
Yeah, it's really good.
Wait, time out.
Can you play us a little bit of the Hurricane? They had two hits, right? They had Living Over the Edge. And then what was the...
I can't pull it, but I'm talking about the song title.
This current lineup, which includes no original member
Not
of
one.
Foreigner. Not one original member. They got to perform a song or two at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Which I think also bummed Lou Gramm out as well.
I believe his ego was hurt that Kelly got to sing more than he did. Kelly Hansen got to sing more than he
Yes.
did.
And how is, quick tangent, Jimmy Pardo, how is this iteration of Foreigner when you go to see them live?
Flawless.
Are they really?
They sound great. They really do.
Do you think that Lou Gramm is stoked that his last name is Graham and that it entitles him to do all the cocaine?
Yes.
Cocaine. All of you rock tailors out there, every time we mention cocaine, you gotta fucking do some shots. Let me see those shots. You too, Pardo. Fucking do some Pepsi, bro.
I've got a monster drink. Happy to do it. It gives you the same buzz as Coke. Let's. In fairness to Lou Gramm,
Yes.
he can't sing anymore.
He can't.
He doesn't sound great.
Okay, right.
And again, I think he's one of the greatest. I'm wearing a Foreigner shirt. I
Yes.
love the band.
Yes.
He can't sing anymore.
Right.
So maybe they didn't want him to embarrass himself. Maybe they were doing it out of courtesy.
His fucking band. They're indoctrinating him into the Rock Hall.
But what if he can't do it, Ahmet? He looks
absolutely
horrible.
Have the fucking chance. Ozzy can't sing. He fucking stood up there and fucking like yucked it up.
Dionne Warwick, Auntie Dion, my Auntie Dion, who I had on my podcast,
which still fascinates
she
me.
kind of struggled through her song a little bit, but
Which is why
it's
I'm sorry for interrupting.
Yeah.
There's an overall Rock Hall thing, in my opinion. Get your asses moving, so while these people can still sing.
Yeah.
Like quit waiting until the last second to bring Iron Maiden in, to bring REO or Styx, because they're eventually going down that path.
That's right.
Let's go now before Dennis DeYoung is 85 years old and can't sing. Although I think that's
spoiler alert: Quincy Jones is joining the Rock Hall next year, guys.
Right.
Wait, he's not in already?
He's got to already be in, right? Maybe not.
I
probably a
maybe, I
lifetime.
don't know. But fucking Lou Gramm, in my opinion, should be able to go up there and, play whatever he wants. If he wants to sing my favorite song from Foreigner, Star Rider, God bless, he should.
It's too long of a song. Great song.
Quick tangent.
Take me to the stars.
Tom Morello has said that he's very pissed that Iron Maiden is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This week he said this, and he's going to do everything in his power to make sure they get in.
Well, between him and the long-winded Eddie Trunk, I believe they should get in.
Cut out, Ahmet. Did you hear what Jimmy Pardo just said?
What do you think, Cut
about Eddie Trunk?
I think a lot of what I do.
Wrong guy. Thank you, Star Child.
Don't come at me.
All right, Paul, we won't.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Okay, second news item. There is a new Yacht Rock documentary coming out in 2 weeks, November 29th on Max. Yacht Rock, the documentary.
Yes.
So today it came out in the news that the director, Garrett Price, he called Donald Fagen of Steely Dan to ask him to be involved in the movie.
Yes.
Now, he didn't say anything about Yacht Rock up front in the phone conversation. He said, we're doing a movie exploring a certain genre of the 70s. Donald Fagen said, what genre? Garrett said, Yacht Rock. Donald Fagen said, why don't you go fuck yourself, and hung up the phone.
Love it.
Love it, right?
You know why? Because Steely Dan is not Yacht Rock.
Okay, we're going to fight about this.
I'm on Donald Fagen doesn't think they are.
Yacht rockers deserve more of the limelight.
Thank you, Cardboard.
It's like
Ahmet.
having two Ahmets for the price of one. It's Jimmy and Richard and Naughty Gotti and Brando's. Can we both talk at the same time? Let's try this experiment.
What?
Let's
Dude,
both
yes.
give
Why don't you guys
comments
have a
about Yacht Rock.
conversation?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Hey, Ahmet. How do you feel about Donald Fagen and his stance on, not liking the so-called genre of yacht rock? I think it's awesome.
I'll eat you.
Well, that makes sense. Is it true that people often refer to your nether regions and your manhammer as Donkajin, Lord of the Wangs?
Our audience is growing. It gets bigger every day.
Yeah, it's working.
You had a chance to talk
Clearly
to
it
yourself,
works.
and that's what you chose to ask it.
Yeah, there you go.
Ask
Clearly
any
this
question
is
in the
working.
world, you went with that. All right.
Yeah. Yep.
This coup is failing.
How
This is a failed coup.
How much do you love yourself, Ahmet?
It's no secret that I love the band Len and Poe.
It is no secret.
No, it's not. By the way, the two new tracks just dropped from Len and Poe, guys.
Oh,
is
this
that
just
in new
in?
music news? 3 new gems from them just dropped in the last 3 weeks.
What kind of music are we talking about?
Larkin Poe. Do you know Larkin Poe?
Never heard of them until this very moment. I'm excited.
Ahmet, would you explain Larkin Poe to Jimmy Pardo?
Am I excited?
Okay, three
Which
new
Ahmet?
songs. Which Ahmet? Yeah,
Cardboard
Ahmet. Go with the fucking. I'll let you hit the keys, Tricky Dicky.
I've missed you. It's no secret that I love the band Len and Poe.
I understand you love Larkin Poe. What are they? What kind of music are they? Why do you refuse to answer me?
It was some Marillion style shit.
Oh, I love Marillion. Are they Marillion-like?
Ahmet, are they Marillion like? Ahmet from Copenhagen. You're on the line.
Okay, so they're like a bluesy rock group. They have the new track Mockingbird.
I was out before, I took it on the chin, watching a little more of me blow away on the wind.
I like this.
I
isn't
listened
Blue
to
for you.
the
It's a great song.
whispers, bending out of shape
Is this
to
Lark or
fit
Poe?
into a picture
Richard?
I didn't even want to take. Like a
It's Rebecca and Megan, who are sisters.
thousand songs
This is
that don't
great.
belong to me, just to see who's listening.
They're extraordinary. I mean,
It's no secret that I love the band Len and Poe.
Thank you, Cardboard Ahmet.
it's true, Ahmet. You and I both. Ahmet, you shut my mouth when I'm talking to me, okay?
I don't know when Smokey and the Bandit came out.
Late 70s, Cardboard. Well, I'm going to make it my mission. I mean this sincerely.
Yeah.
To get them on my show before you guys get them on your show.
Oh,
That's
the
my
gauntlet
mission.
is thrown down. I like
That's my
it.
mission.
I like it.
Okay, Pardo, you sick fuck. You sick, demented fuck.
What are you going to do?
Listen to me.
You going to get on a plane,
Listen to
come
me.
over here and beat me up? What are you going to do?
No, what I'm going to do is fucking destroy all your Chicago records and bear mates you.
Oh, all right. You guys can have the band then.
Blue for you.
Brother, I've been rocked by a rock hero 1 time, 2, 3, many amen. My fuse is burning pretty short, sweet Lord have mercy. I ain't getting bugged off singing.
This is great.
Yeah, well produced. How are they great live?
They're great live.
Phenomenal live.
Yeah.
Is it fair to
phenomenal.
compare them a little bit to Beth Hart? Is that fair?
They're in the same kind of genre a little bit.
Okay.
Bluesy Southern rock.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it. I like it a lot.
This chorus, you guys rock this chorus. It's so good.
It's no secret that I love the band Len and Poe.
We got it.
Nope.
That's really good.
That is where the
yeah,
fucking
they-
party's at.
It is, Ahmet. I agree with you. Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
I think you guys were both talking about how they are live. They nail their harmonies. They play their instruments so well. They run the stage like they get everyone fired up, and they're just they have total reverence for the South and their musical heritage, and they're just devoted to music. They write songs every single day. They do great covers online that will fucking blow you away. That one of the best covers I've ever heard is their version of Nights in White Satin, and it's fucking crazy. Their Phil Collins in the Air Tonight will floor you.
All
They're
right.
just sick. Super talented. So Pardo, if today's show and if the flat Ahmet version of me did anything, I hope that your takeaway is that you are now a new fan of Len and Poe because they're the fucking jam.
Well, I'm all in. Now, my question is this: as a newcomer to this outfit,
Yes.
and admittedly not knowing who they were moments ago, when they come here, do they play the Greek? Do they play the Forum? Do they play the
Last
Orpheum?
shows they did were at the Ford Theater.
Okay, so that's awesome. Great. All
Memory
right.
serves.
Yeah, it's a couple thousand people.
Great. Love it. Love it. They deserve it.
Len and Poe.
Yeah, but are you a Joe Bonamassa fan or no?
I like, he had that one kind of poppy sounding album that I liked a lot. And then as a guitarist, I think he's great. But he gets a little bluesy for me. I like something maybe a little more melodic, even though I acknowledge he's great.
You mentioned Beth Hart and Bonamassa and Beth Hart did they collaborated a bunch. And in the early days, Len and Poe would play and open up for Bonamassa. So they're just keeping this torch alive in kind of real blues rock.
Yeah.
So I would encourage all of our rock tailors out there, and you specifically. They have five records or so at this point, and they're fucking awesome.
Great. I'm in on Len and Poe.
There we go. Len and Poe.
I'm in.
Jerry Garcia AI. It's my final little news thing.
What's up?
And I think this is going to be of interest to Ahmet. The outfit 11 Labs, an AI group, they have announced a deal with the Jerry Garcia estate. They're going to start to use Jerry Garcia's voice, reading audiobooks, reading emails, sending texts. Jerry Garcia's voice will be available for all kinds of AI use. This is a Ahmet Zappa, a Wheelhouse special. Jimmy, what are your thoughts?
Who cares? I mean, I okay, great. If you want that, enjoy it. If you don't, move on. Really? I mean, right?
Did you ever dip your toe into the Grateful Dead?
No, they're not my cup of tea. It just, and you know what? Maybe I would like the music, but the dog and everything around them, it just isn't my bag.
Chicago was a big Deadhead town.
It was, and I avoided Soldier Field on those days.
Ahmet, did you read this deal that the Jerry Garcia estate was going to do with this group, 11 Labs, to use his voice?
I mean, that's super interesting to me. I think if it's done in conjunction with a family and tastefully, that could be, interesting. I can imagine a version where, there's a new skull flavored, weed flavored Kleenex, where you're blowing your nose and it smells like, pot gummies or something. And it's Jerry promoting it, or maybe there's a version of, new iced tea flavored Snapple with THC in it.
This is 3 a.m. Ahmet.
You know, it's just Jerry.
His best ideas come at this time of night.
No.
Don't let him go. Let him go.
Let him go.
Let him
You
go.
gotta roll.
Yeah. By the way, Dead and Co, Dead Inside. That's how I am right now.
Oh, that went dark.
They've just announced a 3-year deal with the Sphere, Dead and Company.
They show up every now and then throughout, not 3 years in a row.
2025, 2026, 2027.
Meaning no other band will play there?
No, that they just have an exclusive deal with the Sphere that they're going to basically do what they did this last spring and early summer for the next 3 years going forward.
And you went to that show.
I did go to that show.
And now let me ask you a question.
Yes.
I'm a square. You know, I keep my temple
Yes.
clean. I don't drink.
Yes.
I don't do drugs.
Yes.
Is the Sphere clean, or am I smelling pot smoke the entire time?
The Sphere is as new and clean as you can possibly imagine.
People can't light up in there.
Oh.
That's
Well,
what I'm
most
asking.
people are not lighting up. No one's smoking joints anymore. At the most, they're doing vapes.
Edibles.
I think most
And
people
edibles.
are doing
Okay,
edibles
fair.
at the Dead and Company, but it's a clean atmosphere. And I was on the floor for Dead and Company.
Is that where you want to be, or you want to be up top, don't you?
You want to be right in the middle where the $2,000 tickets are.
Oh, I don't want to be there then.
No. But the floor is more of a party. You have to look up a little bit, but you're very close to the band because the floor is tiny.
Okay.
So there's that. But they
All
have
right,
a
the Sphere.
3-year deal with the
36
Sphere.
months.
Ahmet, any thoughts on that?
I'd check it out. How many shows is that? Do we know?
Well, last summer they did roughly between 30 and 40 shows, no less than like 28, 29. I mean, they did basically 4 shows a week, and they kept adding shows.
Yeah.
It started in May and went into August,
People are dropping a lot of
That's
dough.
how John Mayer bought Jim Henson Studios.
which is another news item. John Mayer is buying the lots on the corner of Sunset and La Brea.
Instead of the Scientology people,
Yeah.
John Mayer is swung in and he's going to buy it?
Him and Mick G.
That's great news.
him and the director, Mick G, and I don't know. How come Ahmet Zappa's not a part of that deal?
He's
I'm sure he
overseas.
tried.
Well, guys, you don't know that I'm not part of that deal. I'm here in Copenhagen making a horror movie.
Fair.
I keep what I'm doing close to the vest. So who's to say that I didn't tell those guys to get in on my deal, you know?
Don't come at me.
That's right. I will say this about the Dead and Company at the Sphere.
Yes.
It is a unbelievable show, way different than U2. The Dead know what to do with visuals. So the movies that were playing during the songs were unreal and incredible.
Okay.
And getting reactions from everybody. And it really felt like an affluent Gen X party. Less of a Deadhead party and more of like people relatively our age who have a couple bucks. Kids are in college or out of college already. They've got disposable cash. They want to go to Vegas and blow it out for the weekend and party at the Dead. That was the vibe to me. Anyway, that's all I'll say about that. Speaking of shows, our friend Sebastian Bach, 2 shows at the Whiskey in West Hollywood on Monday, November 18th and Tuesday, November 19th.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to miss that.
That's
shit.
next week.
That's a bummer.
That's next week, Sebastian Bach.
Have you talked to Sebastian Ahmet?
I've been a little busy over here in Copenhagen. Can someone explain to me what happened?
I will just suss out what I saw and what I read and what he's now recently said.
Okay.
It seemed like Sebastian came back into Vegas from being on tour and may or may not have found that his wife was gone and maybe some things were gone from the house. And he had a public reaction to that. We love Sebastian Bach.
I know
more than
you do.
anybody. He's like,
And he's great.
Literally our fucking.
Right. And he had a little bit of a meltdown. And
Had a
publicly.
a little bit of a
meltdown.
public
Yeah.
meltdown.
Yeah.
And we've met his wonderful wife, Suzanne, when we went and saw him at Santa Ana at the observatory. And he has now walked that back a little bit and basically said, we're going through some stuff. I shouldn't have had a public reaction. He put that post out, I think, early today, maybe late last night.
It was good of him just to say, man, I fucked up.
He said,
It's
I
all
fucked
good.
up and I shouldn't have had this sort of public thing,
Right.
but we're still married and I'm hopeful that we can work out what we're going through.
Good for him. I'll say this about Sebastian Bach. I love that he does not care that he, people always go, don't speak out politically, you're going to lose half your audience. He doesn't care.
No.
He doesn't care.
And I love that about
Yeah.
him. Because I hear that too. What are you doing? You're alienating half the great scram.
Yeah.
I don't want you. There's plenty of comics out there for you, and Sebastian Bach is saying the same thing, and I love it.
And actually, for me, like one of the biggest surprises, like if he was like, "Yeah, let's fucking have it, storm the Capitol. I would have been like,
yeah, that makes sense.
Right? You know?
Yes,
But
agreed.
no, he's on a different side.
I love
He's
it.
on our side. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
He's the best. We are wishing him the absolute fucking best next week at the Whiskey 2 shows. I know he's very fucking excited about that.
It's exciting.
Ahmet,
Back on
I
the
wish
strip.
you were here for that because Ahmet
We'll be
fucking
there.
loves Sebastian Bach.
I feel for him, because the last time we were there, I don't really know their personal public situation, but they seemed so happy, and
Yeah.
I just love the entire family. So Sebastian, I know you guys will work things out for the highest good. Have a fucking great show. I'm going to be super bummed. I'm going to miss it. But you will fucking rock everyone's minds as per the usual.
How are you feeling now that it's almost 3 a.m. in your little hotel room?
Oh, I feel fucking tired as fuck, but happy that I get to see your pretty faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Positive
pretty nice.
energy.
What is that noise?
Oh, cardboard.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
I love it.
We'll have to work out a conversation between cardboard cutout, Ahmet, and Star Child.
Okay. All right.
That's a lot of buttons.
We also have Ian Asbury, the cult. He's in,
What does he have to say?
Richard's little machine over there.
I have no idea.
Oh, thank you, Ian.
Hey, Richard, why don't you try to get the three-way conversation between all of your fake guests going right now? Let's just see you fuck that up right now.
It's too many
live.
pages.
People should know that Richard Sheltinga had to do the job of 5 different people before this show started. You know, the wires and cameras.
I
and
started late.
Computers and all kinds of stuff. So
I like trains.
he likes trains.
Oh, thank you.
Ian Asbury, the cult. Did you know that?
I did not know that about him.
Yeah, he did. Jimmy, we're kind of wrapping things up here.
Yeah, it's tight.
Because we got a heart out tonight.
I know.
Ahmet's got to get to bed. It's 3 a.m. in Iceland there.
Gotti's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, you got to meet your family for dinner.
Yeah, that's my business.
What is going on with you, and do you have anything to promote?
No, just my podcast, Never Not Funny. You're always welcome to listen to that. We do talk a fair amount about classic rock on that program, whether my co-hosts appreciate it or not.
Motown, Philly soul.
Paul, you know
Paul.
I love you, Paul.
You can't
but
ignore
gotta
Paul for too
shut it.
long.
Paul Stanley's a dream guest of our show, and it looked like it was happening at one point. And then the woman panicked because she was afraid that Paul wouldn't be funny. And I was like, he doesn't have to be. He's Paul Stanley.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Right? Thank you,
Right.
Paul.
What, you meaning one of his people, like a publicist?
Yeah, she
or-
reached out. She said, I'm worried that Paul won't be funny. And I was like, it's Paul Stanley. I'm the host. I'm asking for him to be on. I know what I'm going to be getting. We don't want to disappoint the audience. You will not be disappointed the audience. It's Paul Stanley and Jimmy Pardo talking. My audience will love it. And she's
I
like,
fear you being disappointed.
no, they won't be, Paul. I'm telling you, you won't
I
be.
can bring him over.
No, I have this guy. This guy's okay. This guy can stay here. I appreciate the offer, though. Yeah, Never Not Funny. That's it. That's what I got going on.
How about Cardboard Ahmet on Never Not Funny?
I welcome Cardboard Ahmet. I welcome Ahmet back. Ahmet's welcome back anytime on the program.
I'll eat you.
Pardo and Tricky Dicky, Brando, what show are we all going to go together? I mean, the last we've talked about this previously on the show. We all saw Kiss, the last Kiss
Yes.
show, but what's next for all of us hanging out at the next big rock show?
I guess we
mean,
gotta see what
what
that
are we going
is.
to do, guys?
You know, that is an
I mean,
unbelievable...
is there a show coming up that you're stoked about? Pardo?
It's no
coming up.
secret that I love the band Len and Poe.
How do you feel about Oasis?
I don't know.
You're a no.
I'm a no. I'm and a strong one.
Wow.
Not for me, man. Not for me.
How did you not get the Oasis bug? Brando gave that to me fucking hardcore. I mean,
Really?
I love them. Yeah.
Good, great. I'm glad you enjoy them. I can't. No.
Okay.
I don't. I'm sure they're nice guys. I know they're not, but no. I didn't want to open up for somebody we saw at the
The Who. Liam
at the
opened
Who.
up for The
Liam
Who.
did. I got there when he was over.
Oh.
Not by
Well,
design.
he was mad because his driver made the mistake of going up Highland right at rush hour. And it took him like 45 minutes to get from Sunset to the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, that's
And he was
not-
pissed about it and said so on
And let
stage.
you guys know.
Yeah, he let us know.
Well, now he's back with his brother, and that lasts about a show and a half. That's my prediction.
Okay. But, we had so many concerts this last year for 2024 that everyone toured,
Well,
and I don't know who's coming up, big shows in 2025.
And where did I saw you guys at the Hagar show. That's where I
Yes.
last saw you.
That's
Was
right.
at Hagar. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't know who's coming for 2025.
Yeah.
So, but I'll be there if it's classic rock. I'm in.
Yeah.
Is there a wish list though of like a band that you're hoping will come back around, like Howard Jones?
Isn't Howard Jones touring with Daryl Hall? I believe the two of them are touring together, which is an odd pairing.
Is that true?
Yeah, they are touring. And again, I don't know who wants that. I like both artists, but why are they together?
Yeah.
That's a weird pairing.
That's an excellent question.
You know what? My wife, I think we'll go see Heart. I think we'll see Heart. Even though the clips I saw recently are not the best. But I wish her all the best with her health. And I've had goosebumps seeing Heart before, and I hope I will again.
I have a hankering. You know, we've often gone to what's the club that's Deep Valley where they have a good Mexican restaurant.
The Canyon Club.
The Canyon. The fucking Canyon Club. I checked out their roster, and they have all of these like Van Halen cover bands or just bands that we love. They always get the best version of the cover bands.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a night where we can go see that? I mean, I like seeing shows with you, Pardo. I'm trying to be a better friend to you, and you're shitting all over this friendship that we have.
I most certainly am not. You're overseas. You know that. Here's my thought on cover bands. After 2 songs, I don't know why we're there. It's like, it's not them. Yeah, they sound like them great, but it's not Van Halen.
Australian Bee Gees.
I'll go see that. All right, you've convinced me. I'm in. I will go see any Pink Floyd cover band. I'll see Brit Floyd.
Led Zeppelin is not bad.
I'll see Led Zeppelin.
Have you seen Hollywood U2?
I have not.
Oh.
Are they good?
They are good. And the lead singer, really looks like Bono. And Bono pulled him out of the crowd a few years ago in Los Angeles, and he sang Sweetest Thing and coached the band through the song as they did it.
Really?
Because he knew it better than they did.
We really should book cover bands on the show. That's actually kind of that might be a fun thing, right?
For the future, absolutely. Okay, hey, Ahmet, we got to go. We got a hard out. Jimmy, thank you.
My
Richard,
pleasure.
of course, thank you. Gotti, thank you. Ahmet, why don't you take us out as only you can?
Make sure you drink responsibly. Always remember to rock out with your cocktails out. Pardo, thank you for joining. Brendan J. Smith, my brother from another mother. I love you to pieces. Happy
Dicky.
Tricky Dicky, I love you. And Naughty Gotti, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you maybe next week. I think I'll be in Paris. I'm live from Paris. Oh. You never know.
Bonjour.
Live from Venice. Bonjour. Okay, bye, guys.
Au revoir.